Hey my bowl of cereal, so about a month ago I exposed Airrack, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, who constantly talks about how he never fakes videos.
Airrack, fake videos. This question triggers me because of the lengths that we go to make sure that videos are not faked.
Well, I exposed him for faking his entire 30 days around the world challenge.
I gave my YouTube password to Mr. Beast, who has agreed that I have 30 days to make it around the earth, upload a video on this channel every day for the next 30 days, and if I fail, he will delete my channel.
Yeah,
You've spent more than 90 days so far to complete your 30 days challenge.
30 days to make it around the earth.
So, Airrack, buddy, pretty sure that Mr. Beast is allowed to delete your channel now? For 10 minutes straight, I showed irrefutable evidence and undeniable proof of how this huge 15 million subscriber YouTuber successfully lied to his viewers for 30 days straight to get that sweet increased December ad revenue and increase his merch sales.
Only making a limited quantity of these and they are gone forever.
And it did nothing. Sure, other channels started to talk about it, and it did spread some awareness, but all that did was force Airrack to leave some vague comments, probably written by his PR team. Is what I thought at first, until I received a private message from a huge YouTuber who will be kept anonymous, who shared his frustration with Airrack, not just for faking his biggest challenges for the past few years, but also for doing much worse stuff and never having to own up to it. And then a few days later I received a message from another YouTuber, and then another, eventually receiving a DM from Normie saying that him and other big YouTubers use the term airracking it when they see someone elaborately faking their videos and trying to hide it. So seeing that this is an actual problem within the big YouTuber community, I knew that I had to make one more video on Airrack.
You can count on me to not fake videos, unlike almost every other creator on the platform. I feel like I just started 100 beefs. Not sorry about it.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I found irrefutable evidence that not only has he been faking the biggest challenges for the past few years that made him popular in the first place, no, he also doxed someone and lied about giving away money during COVID? And that's pretty fucked up. This is going to be my last video on Airrack though, because I do not want to milk him. I do not want to be known as the Airrack milker, because that sounds disgusting. So first of all, let's talk about his ice bike challenge, a 2-video series which raked in a total of 15 million views, by far his biggest challenge and most popular one at the time of release. Where the entire premise of the challenge is built on the charitable act of our selfless hero Airrack, risking his life traveling over 38 miles of ice trying to get to a small town called The Angle, which had a completely ravaged economy because of COVID and zero tourism as a result.
Due to COVID restrictions in Canada, The Angle has turned into an island where nobody can come in and nobody can leave. Now they've lost over $10 million worth of normal tourist money. So our goal is to somehow get to The Angle and spend the most amount of money. Empty my bank account type of money. I mean, just shower them in cash.
This town got it so bad that the authorities had to make a special and super dangerous ice road just to connect the town back to society. It was so dangerous.
So apparently somebody fell through the ice on an ATV and they're on a rescue mission right now.
But I guess where we see human tragedy, well, Airrack sees the potential for views and money.
We will die. Do you understand that?
So our hero Airrack selflessly promised that no matter what, he would be risking his life trying to get to The Angle.
We are getting to The Angle no matter what it takes. I don't care if it takes all of my money. Mother Nature will not stop us.
And spend as much money as humanly possible to try and save the crumbling Angle economy.
We just shower them in cash, dude.
Unless if he faked his entire challenge, which would mean that he'd lie about donating money as a multi-millionaire. And that's really messed up. Well, let's take a closer look at what actually went down in Airrack Town. So before they start the challenge, they first go to the northernmost point in the US.
The boys, we had to get shuttled 2.5 hours to the most northern point of the United States,
where they assemble special ice bikes. And see those cabins over there? Well, I need you guys to help me out, be my co-detectives, and remember what they look like, because they'll be very important later on. I can already see Airrack sweating right now.
We will die. Do you understand that?
Then after assembling the bikes, they get on the icy lake via this sneaky entrance they found as close as possible to the angle. They fuck around on the ice for a bit and their tricycle falls through the ice into the lake and their other bike breaks.
Look at this.
So they go back to their resort to hire a private pilot and private plane so they can fly to the angle.
I have a friend who has a pilot's license.
Now, according to an internal source who worked on this video and some other Airrack videos who contacted me, this pilot absolutely did not want his identity leaked in this video. He wanted his face blurred, his voice altered, and obviously his name held private. Airrack even acknowledges this in his own video.
Regardless, I have to pay him the $3,500.
Correct.
Also, this pilot guy has chosen to stay completely anonymous because this whole flying into the angle thing is in the gray area of what's legal.
You wouldn't be able to put him in the video.
He wants us to blur his face.
Well, can you guess what Airrack did?
To hide his identity, we agreed to call him.
He used the real name of the pilot as fake name of the pilot. Can't make this shit up, man. I'm not going to leak the name of the pilot. I'm gonna censor it out of respect for him. But you can still find it in Airrack's video. I mean, they fucking chant it over and over again. Completely doxing the guy, because when you know that there are only a handful of private pilots in that exact area, then, well, leaking his name is like showing his pilot's license on screen. So much so that to prove a point, I just googled the name of the pilot with the location that they filmed this entire video in, which I'll go into more later on, and I instantly found the pilot. They also keep trash talking the pilot for some reason and just bullying him.
Plane barely works.
Come on, stupid plane.
He's like talking up all this game about how sick he is at flying planes. Tries to start it, doesn't start.
Which, surprise, surprise, is also completely disrespectful fake bullshit. See, according to my insider, and which I also suspected, this clip...
Come on, stupid plane. Well, why don't you start? God damn it. Fuck.
Well, it's completely altered. See, this isn't what the pilot said. Airrack asked someone to send him a fake voice memo so he could use it as a voice overlay and lie about the pilot getting pissed that the plane didn't start.
You can count on me to not fake videos.
Which is so messed up, especially after doxing him. So far so that the plane company they used now hates Airrack for faking this entire section, lying about the plane not starting, and disrespecting and doxing the pilot like this. Anyway, after doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a fucking douchebag,
Ask God for permission to blame the plane.
Turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing? And Eric just starts pushing buttons. Circles the airport until he runs out of gas.
they finally take off and land in the angle.
We did it. The angle! The angle!
And instantly our selfless heroes start talking about how they're going to be spending all of this money and selflessly support the struggling and bankrupting family businesses in the angle.
Now that we have made it to the angle, as I had previously mentioned, the goal was to empty the entire Airrack bank account in order to give back to the lack of tourism in the angle. So we had a lot of work to do.
So first of all, they paid a few $1,000s for these extremely nice cabins. Wait a second. See those cabins over there? Well, remember what they look like. These look like the same cabins as where they assembled the ice bikes. These are the exact same cabins in the same exact resort as where they assembled the ice bikes. Called the Sportsman Lodge Resort, which isn't located in the angle, but in Wheeler's Point, Baudette, a town 200,000 feet away from the angle. Yeah, Airrack, I know about the Sportsman Lodge Resort. You sweating yet? See, they do this entire bullshit angle cabin tour.
Giant windows. Sleeps 5 people. We only have 4.
But guess what? When going through online pictures of the Sportsman Lodge Resort in Baudette, you can see that their cabins have the exact same interior design, bed sheets, windows, benches, fireplace, and wood as the cabins Airrack lies about renting in the angle. Actually, everything he shows from now on is just part of this luxurious vacation resort 200,000 feet away from the angle.
With our stomachs completely full of angular food. Is that funny?
It's like triangle-shaped everything.
No, you just ate regular food in your luxurious vacation resort.
Sore thumbs.
Just take a look around and you tell me, guys.
They were sitting at this exact table.
We proceeded to the arcade.
Oh my god, a special angle arcade? What's next? An indoor swimming pool?
We found the mecca of the angle. 2 words for you. Heated pool.
Wow, that's crazy and such a coincidence that this exact shot of the angle swimming pool perfectly lines up with this shot of the swimming pool in the Sportsman Lodge Resort in Baudette. You can even see the same arcade up there. What are the chances?
The angle. We're here. I mean, it looks kind of like everywhere else we were, but...
Well, yeah, of course it does, dummy. You landed in the exact same airport as you took off from, which is the Baudette Airport, the town where I just proved this entire video has been filmed in.
I'm trying to spend the entire Airrack bank account at the angle. So although we almost died...
Oh, and I almost forgot about this, but they threw a 200-pound tricycle in that lake.
Jeff, how much do these things weigh?
200 pounds.
I can't hold this, guys. I can't.
It's gone.
Because according to my inside source, this was done on purpose for dramatic effect and almost got their tour guide fired for helping them pollute the local lake. Don't we all love our multi-millionaires polluting the environment while we have to recycle everything?
Good job.
I sure do.
We did make it all the way to the angle, and by the end we'd spent about $10,000.
You never risked your life to then selflessly spend $10,000 to support the struggling people in the angle. No, you spent $10,000 on a luxurious vacation resort and then use it as a tax write-off. Bullying and doxing a private pilot, lying about financially supporting the suffering locals from the angle with $10,000,
Empty my bank
and
account.
throwing a fucking 200-pound bike in their lake, almost getting someone fired as a result? Well, at first I thought you were just another YouTuber gone greedy, but at this point I'm starting to think that you're a fucking douchebag.
Hey, Soggy Cereal, I'm an Airrack fan, and I've got a bullet for you.
Oh my god, scumbag dad, please don't shoot me. I was just showing all of this irrefutable evidence of how Airrack has been lying to his fans.
Double and give it to the next person.
You want me to double this already damning evidence by having me expose him for faking an even bigger challenge and then give that to the next person?
Yeah.
Alright, I can do that. Because it still gets worse. Well, look at me. I'm walking through my room in a perfectly straight line. Going through America in a perfectly straight line is probably Airrack's most well-known challenge.
I'm standing at the northern border of America, and I'm gonna cross the entire country in a perfectly straight line. Now I've got all types of vehicles to go through mountains, rivers, canyons. The only rule is if I ever step outside this line, the video's over, I lose.
One of the challenges his channel has been built on. A foundation for his integrity as a creator.
Not faked, unscripted, completely real. We'll like reshoot entire videos. We have people living in separate houses so that information isn't shared between myself and my friends. Like, we go so far to make sure that videos are not fake.
With articles written about it, getting tens of millions of views, and another limited merch plug, of course.
This custom Airrack Across America uniform. Merch available, top link in the description.
And oh my god, is it one of the worst, most chaotically faked Airrack videos I have ever seen. And I've seen a lot of Airrack videos. Now that I think of it, Airrack really has something with faking these straight line challenges. I mean, just like with all of his other challenges, he makes damn sure to let the viewer know how much he cares for the integrity of his channel and the legitimacy of the challenge.
This is 100% legit. We cannot leave the line for food, gas, bathroom breaks. It all has to stay on the line.
Where are we gonna poop? You know I poop a lot.
It has to stay on the line.
It's for the line!
And so, to make it even possible, he gives himself and his team a 0.5 mile buffer on each side of the line.
Half-mile buffer zone on either side to avoid trespassing and make sure this mission is actually possible.
Which is just another blatant manipulation tactic to make this challenge seem more legit. It is scary how comfortable this guy is lying to his entire audience no matter how big it gets. He's not even blushing. He also left a link to this very legitimate route he definitely took in the description of his video.
So that you guys know this is 100% legit, I actually put the map to this route in the description. You can go try it for yourself if you want.
Which, surprise, is just another bluffing manipulation tactic to make it seem like this challenge was done legitimately. Because you knew that no one would ever test out this route, but luckily we don't have to, because Airrack nor his editors could hide a lie from me even if their lives depended on it.
We will die. Do you understand that?
Oh, so see this daycare over here? Well, this daycare is at the start of his route and he's driving down this road on the line. But now in the next shot where they're doing something very risky. Oh no, Airrack, watch out! He's gonna fall off the line and you're gonna fail the challenge. No! If you weren't already 20 miles off the line at this point, which I could identify by the billboards in the back, the structure of the sign, and conveniently enough on Route 29, an interstate highway which goes south throughout multiple states. Now, it would be a shame if instead of taking his 100% legitimate route in the description,
so that you guys know this is 100% legit, I actually put the map to this route in the description.
Airrack just drove a huge part of the challenge down this highway, 20 miles off of the line, taking away any part of the challenge. Well, I lied. The sign is 40 miles off of the line, as well as Route 29.
We will die. Do you understand that?
2 minutes into the video and he's already 40 miles off of the line, completely failing this challenge.
If I ever step outside this line, the video's over, I lose.
And yeah, he just drove down Highway 29.
You can't make this up. So this gas station is...
See, this gas station they stumble upon, which is just barely outside of the line, and thus they have to send their cameraman after gas because, well, Airrack can't cross the line to get to the gas station.
Out of the line. So we got our cameraman Max here. You're technically not on the challenge. I need you to go to that gas station, fill up gas, and bring it back. Bye, buddy. The lengths we were going to stay...
Well, that gas station is in Watertown, just next to Route 29, 30 miles off of the line.
The lengths we were going to stay on this line were exhausting.
You wanna know what else is in Watertown? Power Sports Evolutions, where Airrack hires squad bikes because they have to go through a forest, also they can stay on the line.
For us to get to this point of the trip, that highway takes a 90-degree turn in that direction. So the only way for us to go straight is to go directly to the woods. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Oh, you might be wondering why you would cross a frozen swamp in the middle of the night. It's for the line.
But also, this forest obstacle they talk about, well, it doesn't even exist. See, I knew that the editors of Airrack were only going to show him allegedly driving over screenshots of the route they linked in the description to make the video seem more legit. But I couldn't find this area anywhere along that route until I finally realized that his editors just turned this section on the map upside down and then photoshopped the forest on top of it.
You can count on me to not fake videos. This is literally my specialty. This is what I do.
They really screwed up there, didn't they? He really doesn't give a shit about either the line or the challenge and just wants to see his YouTube stats go up. Then they teleported into my new Discord server, which you can also join by clicking the link in the description. Then they do a limited merch plug.
This custom Airrack Across America uniform. It's available for 72 hours.
Plugging limited merch for an entirely fake challenge. Classic Airrack move.
Only making a limited quantity of these and they are gone
Now
forever.
at this point you're probably thinking, well, this can't get much worse, right? Because I already got him red-handed doxing and bullying someone, edited fake voiceovers over people,
Come on, stupid slave.
lied about giving $10,000 to a struggling town's economy,
Just shower them in cash.
polluting the environment and almost getting someone fired,
I can't hold this, guys. I can't hold it.
It's gone.
just in the span of 2 of his challenges. Well, guess what? I noticed that Airrack uploaded a third and separate video also about getting to the angle.
The angle is our destination at the end of this ice road, a place that's been shut down due to COVID restrictions for over 2 years. So our goal is to make it the 38 miles to the angle and help out the small businesses.
And once again, he doesn't go to the actual angle.
We finally got to the angle. We realized
I feel like we found our small business that we...
What? Are you made of lies or something? How is no one one keeping this absolute menace to society accountable. Even worse, he's getting collabs with YouTubers like Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan who actually do care about the integrity of their challenges. They probably just aren't aware of Airrack's scummy behavior, and they really should join my Discord, and so should you, so you can all keep up to date with my videos. I also left a link to all of the proof and more in the description of this video, and if you enjoyed my Airrack trilogy, then subscribe to my channel and watch some of my other videos to become part of my cereal bowl, so we can become the largest cereal bowl on YouTube, and I can absorb all of your fibers and nutrients.
We will die. Do you understand that?